Let us just have a quick glance through on understanding of lab program 14. 14th lab program is write a C program using pointers to compute the sum, mean and standard deviation of all array elements stored in an array of n real numbers. That means you have to declare a floating point array and then find sum of the array elements using pointers, mean of the array elements using pointers and standard deviation of all the array elements using pointers. 3 questions to be answered in the program. So as they have asked, we have declared a floating point array, floating point pointer and variables to find mean and standard deviation and sum of the array elements also. This sum st and st are two variables which are used to break the formulas. Because standard deviation formula you saw, no, you have to find sum of the array elements and then mean square of it and then you have to divide by n value. For that, one will do the sum of square of the elements with mean, one will do the division of after you get the values. So initially assign mean, sum, standard deviation, sum, everything to 0. Ask user to enter the number of elements and read the elements using for loop. All these things you know. And why is this ptr is equal to a? A points to first address of the array, base address. Just now we saw an example connected to it. A points to a first address. And what is it we are doing here? Sum is equal to sum plus star ptr and ptr plus plus. So what are we trying to do in the loop? Earlier, if we were doing only with the a of I, we used to write a of I. Correct, no? Now using pointer, we say star ptr. That is the difference. That is all. Presently, wherever pointer is pointing, take that array element and add to the sum. After that, increment the pointer. Till when you keep on doing this until you finish all the array elements. That is, the concept is very similar to the arrays which you had explored in the previous sample. I'll just write the array because we need it. Okay. So again, I'll take the same elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 only. And the array name. The name of the array. What have we declared in the program? We have declared it as A. So I'll just write it as A. And array indexes 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and rest of it is up to you. Because we have taken n is equal to 5 in our sample example. So 0 to 4 is enough for us. The array values, whatever you want, you can enter. I will enter 1, 2, 3, 4 and then 5. Right? Okay. And in the computation, what is that we have done? We have done ptr is equal to a. That means ptr is one more memory location. Okay. And suppose address of a is starting at some number, say 2000. Address of a is starting at number 2000. 2000 will be stored in the ptr. Correct, no? This is ptr pointer. This is the pointer, which is nothing but ptr pointing to first memory location. Now, as per the loop, sum is equal to 0. 0 plus 1, sum will be 1. Then ptr plus plus, pointer will go to next location. 1 plus 2, 2 plus 3, 3 plus 4, 4 plus 5. You got the sum. That is the first value which you have to compute. Hope you have understood. Mean, how do you get the mean? You take the sum. You have got the sum value in the previous computation divided by number of elements. Direct computation, no need of pointer here. Okay. Standard deviation is one formula which you have to execute. Okay, now we will just see till then what we have got. So this part you have understood. Using the loop, we are finding sum of the array elements and then ptr plus plus. Mean, you see, mean is equal to sum by n. That is also okay. Why is that pointer, again pointer is equal to a? Why do you need this? We need this because in the previous loop, we are doing ptr plus plus. till the end of the array we have done ptr plus plus. That means in our array, pointer would have been pointing to the element which is there in the last up to fifth element we have pointed. Now to find the standard deviation, you have to find sum of the array elements, all the array elements. You see what is the formula here? Each and every array element minus the mean value. Take the sum of it. That means again you have to start from the beginning. Of course you can just say a of I is equal to 0, but question says you have to start using the pointers again. So when I say ptr is equal to a again, the a base address is 2000, pointer will set back to 2000. So here the values will get erased. I mean the pointers where it is pointing to, everything will get erased. Okay, and pointer will get set back to which location? 2000 again. Again you start from the beginning. Use the for loop to iterate the number of array elements and take ptr, the value location, minus mean. Take the sum of it. That is what we are trying to do. And then what we will do, first we will compute the sum part, this part, and then take the square root, store it in sum sd, a variable. Till here you have computed that into 1 by n. So the divide by 1 by n. Okay, the value. Let us see how we are computing that in the program now. So ptr is equal to a, you have understood. It has to point back to the first location. Using the loop to iterate, see sum is equal to power of individual array element minus mean. For each and every element you have to take the square, correct? No? So take it. Square of each and every array element minus mean. That computation is done. Pointer plus plus, you know it, you have to iterate to the entire array element. After that, the value whatever you have got divided by n. This gives you the standard deviation. That is all the lab program is. You have to display everything to the user. Hope you have understood. You should never forget ptr is equal to a to be done in both the places. Don't iterate through a of I. Please iterate it to ptr only. You won't get any error because a of I is also right. As we are doing it with pointers, I wanted you to do it with the pointers only. Don't do it with the arrays and all. Okay. So let us execute this. Just see the output and then we will enter the number of elements and enter the elements. Enter the array elements 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. See, sum is equal to 15, mean is equal to the mean of the elements, and standard deviation as per the formula, we have got the output.